Did Red Bull deserve to be booed? As British fans, we were privileged to host F175 here, have everyone come to us and host an incredible event that we got to enjoy, and we have ruined it forever. That's never going to happen again. The FAA has released a statement against the Red Bull team being booed, saying that what underpins sport at all levels is a culture of respect. And while their language use is dramatic, and I don't necessarily think they would have made this statement if they also hadn't been booed, they do have a point. F175 was an international event for all teams, all fans, the entire global sport. It was not the British Grand Prix. And very importantly, it was not a competitive event. It was a fun light show with some fun cars and the most important names in the sport. Imagine being Liam Lawson, coming out at your first livery reveal, not being able to speak, because why would Red Bull put them in a position where they had to speak knowing that the crowd would be that unruly, and just being booed? What the hell? Obviously, you're allowed to not like your team. However, this is a room full of particularly sponsors who have lost visibility and time that they would have got at a single team livery launch. And this is how they get disrespected. It's not right. And they came to our house and they bought all this incredible stuff to show us, and they put on a show, and just, it didn't hit. I grew up in a football family. I understand British chanting. I understand British sport culture very well. And I think that if during a race, something happens and you want to boo it, go for it. Like, make up a fun chant. We are missing that in F1. We need a bit more of that. But I don't think in non-competitive events it's ever appropriate to do that. And I think most people would agree that booing during the drivers' parade is also wrong. It felt very much like that. It's like, you don't boo people in a non-competitive setting. This is like their job. It's a professional setting. The only comparison I can make is at the Autosport Awards, which also happened in London in January. And it was mostly professionals at this event. They also invited fans, and when Max Verstappen won Driver of the Year, or Moment of the Year, he won an award, nobody booed, because we were in a culture of respect that he was the best driver this year, and fair play, Max. And the fact that people just couldn't behave, I was so embarrassed. And it meant that someone like myself, I was with Haas, but it felt like I couldn't enjoy Lewis coming out in red immediately after, because I was like, this is the people that I'm sharing this space with, and I'm embarrassed by it. It wasn't a pantomime. You know, they came to give you a show. They gave you a show. Red Bull are one of the top teams in the sport. Max is the best driver in the sport right now. And the inability to respect that was uncomfortable and incorrect. But at least we'll never get anything like that again in the UK. I hope we're all excited to pay for flights next time it happens.